Hello, 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 everybody. Zane Baker here in the house, and welcome to my channel. I am an energy worker and a transformational coach, and my mission in life is to help you, the person who's watching this video, up-level your life by applying tools like meditation, like crystal readings, like angel readings, like energy updates, to really understand the energy that you are going through and what's happening in your life so you can lead life with intention and not let circumstances and other outside stimuli control how you feel or how you show up in your world. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are a recurring member, thank you so much for continuing to support the channel, to liking, commenting, sharing, doing all of the awesome stuff that you guys are doing. And for both new and recurring, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please smash the subscribe button underneath this video. I believe to the right of this video, and join the channel, because guys, we release 3 videos each and every week talking about topics like meditations, angel readings, spirit updates, to really help you up-level your life and to also help you in understanding that you're going through this journey with other souls who are on their awakening path, and you're not alone in this time. So without further ado, let's dive into today's reading. Today, guys, we have a very unique spread. I selected 4 cards for us, so it's a bit different than what I've been doing in the past. And these 4 cards will build on one another. So we'll start with card number 1 and end with card number 4 to see what is the energy of the week. Now, what I encourage each and every one of you guys is to select one of these cards, because that card would speak the most to you. So the whole reading in its entirety is a spread. It's a story, but the card that is specific to you, like let's say you selected card number 3, that's the card that has a specific message to you. My invitation for you is that you take the whole story and find the nuggets that apply to your life. Remember, guys, this is a general reading for the collective, so there might be some information that might not apply to you, but it might apply to someone that you know. So that information came to your awareness because there is either you or somebody else that you might be able to help with that information. So I'm gonna put 4 cards on the screen. I want you to close your eyes with me and then take a couple deep breaths and hold the breath at the top of the breath and then release it. And once again, take a deep breath, allow it in, relax, and let it go. Now, I ask you to put your hands on your heart and ask, what is the most important or pertinent message to me this week that if I learn and pay attention to, it could really help guide me to have a fruitful, productive, abundant, healthy, successful week? And then take one final breath. And let it go. And now, as I mentioned, there is a 4-card spread on the screen. Select the card that speaks the most to you. Don't overthink it. Whichever card your eyes landed on first is the card that is most relevant to you. Now you're going to watch the entire video to learn the full story of the reading, but the card you selected is the one that is most relevant to you. Most relevant to you. Now, before I go into the reading, I completely forgot to mention, guys, also the Grateful Morning Meditation is available for everyone who hasn't downloaded it yet. The link will be underneath this video, or just simply go to zanebaker.com to download it. It's a powerful meditation, and the feedback that I continue to get from the community is mind-blowing. I'm so grateful for you guys for taking that meditation and applying it into your life and getting the results that it gave me, but in your own life. So remember to download it, link underneath the video, and also if you don't want to go into the link, just go to zanebaker.com and download it. So all right, guys, let's dive into the reading. So for those who selected card number 1, but remember, guys, it's a story. So card number 1 more is the beginning of the story. And if you selected card number 1, then that's the card that's most relevant to you. The rest of the story just adds more details. It's like a movie. You might like one character, but that character alone can't play the full movie. There has to be other characters and other events to occur to make that character stand out. So this card, if you selected card number 1, it's your character in the movie. Accept struggles as lessons. Oh my gosh, this is really interesting, because I meditated for us this morning, guys, for the collective, and I asked Spirit for an energy update for the collective. And the collective the energy I felt is just like tired energy and really heavy energy. And I asked Divinity, Divinity, am I sensing this right? Or is this just me feeling the heaviness of the world right now? And the answer was, it's both. There is a lot of heaviness in the world, and the feeling is accurate. And it feels like a lot of us, we're struggling right now. We might be going through things in our life that are tumultuous. And if you are, then Spirit invites you to really look at the struggles you're going through as lessons, as stepping stones that are guiding you towards the path that you're on. Because guys, if I look back at everything that happened in my life, and for those who don't know my story, I was born and raised in Baghdad, Iraq. I lived my entire life up until 2007 in a war zone. So there was a lot of struggles in my life. But I always looked at them from the light of they have a meaning, and that's why. Accept struggles as lessons. Accept struggles as lessons. Guys, to live life fully, you get to take the good, the bad, and in between, and make like a jambalaya with it. Because guys, life is not just good or bad or moments. Life is actually all of it. When you go through a bad experience, it gives you the contrast that you had goodness in your life. When you go through a loss, it gives you the contrast that you had something for so long and to not take it for granted. So whatever you're going through in your life right now, guys, Spirit invites you, and I invite you, and we both encourage you to look at things from the perspective of struggles are simply lessons, lessons to be learned. And now let's see what adds more to the story. Death is an illusion. Wow. Guys, don't be scared. Don't be scared, because I know if you selected card number 2 and you're like, oh my gosh, death is an illusion, what's going on? Guys, let me first explain what death is an illusion means. We are spirits that reside in a body. And I can speak for this from true experience. In 2013, I had a near-death experience. I was in a car accident, and my spirit left the body. I witnessed the whole situation as it occurred. I saw myself lying on the ground, thought I was dead. Spirit me was like, wow, this is it. This is the ending, and now let's see what else comes on. And when I saw what else comes on, which was simply, we were just spirits that are trapped in a body so we can have a physical experience. And it's not like what we've been conditioned to believe, that the minute we're dead, it's over and you're just gonna rot in the ground, or the opposite side of people where they think that once you die, that's when God immediately gonna come and just gonna like scold you. Either you did good, so I'm gonna put you in heaven, or you did bad and I'm gonna put you in hell. No, it's actually more as a spirit being welcomed back to home. And yes, there is karma and debt to be balanced, but it's not as black and white as the conditioning that society has conditioned us to believe. So if this is not resonating with you guys, just keep an open mind. Please, just keep an open mind, and you will learn the truth for your own once you tap into your heart. And eventually all of us will depart this world and go to the next realm, and you will see the truth for yourself. I just know with peace in my heart that when my day comes, it's not the end. It's simply a transition to another thing. So death is an illusion is simply telling you that whatever or whoever. So let's talk about whatever. Death is an illusion. Death also means an ending. And this part, accept struggles as lessons, which is the first part of the story, and then death is an illusion. So some of you might be going through endings. It could be an ending of a relationship. It could be the ending of a career. It could be the ending of this quarantine, and now you're going back to the world and you're questioning things. So simply ask yourself what this ending is bringing me and what I must learn from this ending, so I don't repeat the scenario over and over and over again. Because guys, whatever we don't learn will come back to us in different ways until we learn it. That's just the way it is. I'm sorry if this is too real for you. I do my best to keep things real and lighthearted at the same time. Now, the death of a person, so the whomever part, if you lost someone during these times, or if you feel like you are going through the grief process, give yourself the permission to grieve the loss of others. It is just an emotional human experience, and the faster you go through it, the better. So you're not lingering in the unknown of the feeling, of the emotion, of the loss. Now, another thing, guys, there is this idea that you will reunite with your loved ones when you transition. That's another thing that was explained to me and shown to me in my near-death experience, which is there is no separation. The person that was right next to you, and if he or she transitioned, they're still right next to you, but as spirits. Us, when we were spirits in the spirit world, decided to come into a body because we wanted to experience life. We wanted to experience the physical life, like eating food, like having intimate relationships, like going on runs and hikes and exploring and seeing things. That's a human experience. So you as a soul chose to have that experience. And if somebody around you transition to the next realm, while you might miss them because you missed their physical part here, if you know that they're truly spirits and death is only an illusion, then you know that they're there with you, not just in physical form. And if you tap into your intuition strong enough, you'll be able to even hear messages and get signs from them. And it's really a beautiful, beautiful way to look at things, much better than the way that we've been conditioned as a society in the past. So let's see what else comes into experience. Oh, ask for guidance. Wow, this reading is very interesting. I am really understanding why during the meditation this morning for the collective, the energy was very, very heavy. Very heavy. It's like there's a lot of heaviness, and every now and then I get a reading like this, and it's totally okay. It just means that we're going through what they call shadow work, or the dark night of the soul part of our life, and we just empower ourselves to go through this part of our life with ease and poise and release it. So for those who selected card number 3, ask for guidance. Wow, talk about this message. This reading is coming out really beautifully. Because guys, if you remember, I said everything we go through is a lesson. Sometimes it could be a blessing in disguise. And also, the death is an illusion. It could mean an ending to something that you want to look at from the perspective of what is the lesson I must learn from this. So ask for guidance. Ask for guidance, guys, is simply a reminder that you're not alone, that when you tap into your heart, guys, I believe that there is a God particle that resides here in the heart. And when we tap into our heart, we can listen to the intuition and the messages that come from our higher self, come from directly from spirit, come from our loved ones. So if you're feeling alone in whatever you're going through, especially if the reading as a story is adding to the messages, like you're going through some struggles, you're going through some endings, either physical loss of humans or physical loss of certain things like relationships, money, jobs, health, then card number 3, ask for guidance. It's very clear that when you ask for guidance, you will get supported. One of my favorite ways to ask for guidance, guys, is always to put my hand on my heart, close my eyes, take a couple of deep breaths, and say, I am open and I am willing to receive the beautiful energy of the divine. And then I just repeat that mantra to myself. And that helps me really connect and helps me really become very, very, very calm and peaceful. So guys, you're not alone. And now the fourth card that will tie the story together is take responsibility for your actions. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh my goodness. So this reading, guys, this reading is very powerful. The fourth card that ties the story together is take responsibility for your actions. So if you're going through struggles, if you're going through some struggles in your life, ask yourself what actions you took that led you to those struggles. And be kind to yourself. There is no need to beat yourself up or call yourself names. We're famous for doing that when we're going through bad times. Oh, I'm a dummy. I'm this, I'm that. Guys, be kind to yourself. Don't let the energy, the low energy of the situation control how you feel. Because guys, how you feel is what you're going to manifest into your life. So this reading is very, very empowering in its own way. It starts with everyone goes through struggles, but if we look at struggles as lessons to be learned, then the struggle is not in vain. Death is an illusion, which means there are endings in life. And if we look at those endings from the point of what lesson we want to empower ourselves to learn in the here and now, so that lesson doesn't become a repeating, recurring pattern, then that's why it's an illusion. And if you are missing someone or you lost someone in the process or lost something, because it could be you lost a relationship or lost a job, ask yourself what lesson you want to learn right now from that experience so you can move on. And for those who have lost loved ones, my heart is with you guys. My love is with you. Give yourself the room to grieve and heal. And when you're ready to allow yourself to ask, what is the lesson I want to integrate from this loss? Then I invite you to do that when you healed. Because if the wound is raw, it doesn't help to get into it unless you're like me and I hit it while it's hot so I can learn and integrate the lesson, because I am on a mission to accelerate my spiritual ascension as fast as possible. And the more we integrate spiritual lessons into our life, the more we allow spirit to come to us. And talking about spirit, ask for guidance. You're not alone. You are not alone. Ask for guidance. Whenever you feel alone, put your hand on your heart and say, I am open and willing to welcome divinity into my life, and start seeing for signs. And last but not least, let's take responsibility for our actions. Everything that happened in our life, it's occurred because we contributed to something. Even if it's passively, even if the responsibility of the action we did is we took no action. You're taking responsibility that you didn't take action and then this happened. This reading got a little bit long, but I feel that you guys will really find this reading very, very powerful, because it will guide you and it will help you really see things. And so this is the energy for the week. And I want to end the reading on a light note. I honestly did not expect the reading to be this heavy, but that's the good news, guys. Life, sometimes it's ebb and flow, it's ups and downs. So right now it seems that the energy of the collective is a little bit out of alignment, and we just empower ourselves by doing some shadow work, by doing some ascension work. Shadow work is when we address our painful points in life or painful events. And ascension work is when we welcome divinity, we welcome our spiritual side. So we ascend from the ego to the higher self. I structured the reading as 4 cards to give a story, and then there is an affirmation to help us for the week. So let's see what the affirmation card says. Oh my gosh, I allow myself to rest. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh my goodness, you cannot make these things up. the energy of the reading was very intentional and very like aggressive in terms of there is some heavy things in our life that we must empower ourselves to see so we don't miss the lesson. And when we empower ourselves to see these things, guess what? They drain us. They're heavy. Take some time to rest. Take some time to rest. Wow, guys, like spirit, I love working with spirit, guys. Even when the energy was so heavy and there was a lot of like, take responsibility. If you're going through struggles, if you're going through loss, you're not alone. The energy of the reading was very heavy. Spirit wants to end on a very light note. Look at the beautiful moon. Look at the beautiful lights all around the angel that is resting. That is you. Give yourself the permission to rest. Especially if you're going to do the heavy lifting work that I'm inviting you to do. Take some time to rest. Maybe every day give yourself the permission to go out in nature for 20-30 minutes and heal. Maybe give yourself the permission to take a bath on the weekend, or maybe treat yourself to something special just so you can rest and heal. Wow. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for tying this reading up with the positive energy. I love that. So thank you guys for tuning into today's reading. Please let me know in the comments below, whichever card you selected, put the number of the card in the comments and tell me how the message resonated with you. Also, guys, if you liked this type of reading, please give the video a thumbs up. The more thumbs up I get, the more I understand that you guys are liking this style of video. The more thumbs down I get, the more I understand that this type of videos are not very popular, so I do less of them, or maybe even discontinue them. Because guys, this is our channel. I want the attention to be on you. I want the material to serve you, so it's us growing together. So all right, guys, remember to like, comment, and share. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please ring the subscription button on the lower right side of this video. And if you want to receive the videos that I do on a weekly basis, we release 3 a week. Please click on the bell icon underneath this video, and then you will receive those videos right into your email so you don't have to miss a beat. And with that in mind, I bring this reading to a conclusion. Thank you for adding your divine energy to this reading. Thank you for tuning in. And thank you for being part of this amazing spiritual experience that we all had in the past 20+ minutes. Till we speak again, may the rest of your life be the best of your life. And namaste.